for conjunction today that I would pull a couple of cards. We'll start with one practice from the Chinese elements, the 5 elements. Let's just connect to the heart, take a few moments, a few breaths, and we'll do it again with our movement, but connecting to the highest good of all. What do we need to know for the highest good of our evolution for today? This conjunction. So, wood monkey, choose your battles. So that speaks of not tapping into the divisive energy, not getting caught up in the battle that's going on, the old stories being in the forefront, and one from the dragon lines of the earth and the energies and the highest good. Ooh. One is upside down, and I've not pulled this one before. Earth and fire dragon works with you to clear the 5th dimensional ley lines. Oh, and I said, what do we need to know from the dragon lines as well? We know that there needs to be a clearing. It's time for service. When you give, you receive. When we give out to the earth, to nature, which we can do, we'll send out some light swords to Gaia and her ley lines, allowing the fire. I mean, she's perfectly capable with her own fire of clearing them, but let's energetically clear them so there's less destruction. So when she stretches, she's already feels like it's ease and flow, incrementations if we're helping. Anyway, let's move on with our practice, and maybe if we've got time at the end, I'll go into that in more depth in a reading later for today. But the 2 cards is Wood Monkey, choose your battles, and Earth and Fire Dragon, work with the 5th dimensional ley lines. It's time for service. While you give, you receive. When we're open and receptive to the highest aspect of good, love flows back. What we put out, we get back tenfold. So it's not, oh, I'm going to give because I want to get. It's like it's but it's naturally giving from the heart, being in a heart frequency, heart compassion, puts you in that state so that things just flow. So let's start out getting our incrementations. So get yourself in a nice space where you can move, allowing yourself a little bit of movement either side. Let's start to move out some resistance. So whenever you're doing your affirmations, you know, like when you speak them, they say to put your hands up over your throat. To Louise L. Hay would say, for example, I'm beginning to believe, and then state the affirmation. But the other thing for the body is that you move from side to side because you're unleashing. So this is where we get trapped emotions through the emotional fields. So you're pulling on those, think of it as pulling on your ley lines of your body, your meridians, and the, I can't remember the name of it, astatal lines, which is basically, you've got the meridian lines that most people from Chinese medicine are aware of, and then the next lines in the Caphoric grid that we have. So just think of shifting. So start to sway, just moving the body and get yourself loosening up, and then knees and the heels, and take that into shaking, what we call shaking the tree, shaking out the nervous system. This is great for the lymphatic system as well, and if you're in fight or flight. So if you're someone that gets stressed easily, go off for 3 minutes a day and just shake, shimmy, and release the tension in the body will help you with releasing the attention in the emotional field or the mental field. Gets you out of the head and into the heart, because you just get past feeling silly. And just like when I speak my love language, it bypasses the ego for me completely. Gets me out of my head straight to my heart, because I can't think about what people think of me. I just have to be in alignment with the heart frequency as it flows through me as a vessel. So let that shaking off, and then start to move from side to side a little, and then come into just the wrists and bring up and bring into balance. So you might want to step one foot in to hold and do the ankle at the same time, and then the other way. Keep the wrists going and do the other side. It's a bit like doing this and patting the head. You get your right and left brain hemispheres moving. And again, this time shake forward from the knee, and then rotate from the knee. Nice and loose. Now, of course, if you've got any issues, you can do this from sitting down if you're someone that struggles. You do you. Incrementations, work with your body, listen to your body. Qigong is the art of effortless power, but it is an exercise. So rotate, we are warming up, just rotating, legs stay straight, rotating those hips. Anti-clockwise first, and then clockwise. So also I like to think about this when you're rotating, think of the oscillation of your Merkaba field, so the bottom and the top, or that which makes the spinning ball of your field, of the two, of the energy and the frequency and the vibration, the three different things. Okay, rolling the shoulders back and breathing in fresh chi, fresh prana, ki. In Reiki, we call it ki in Japan. In India, they call it prana, life force. And in Qigong, we call it qi in China. And forwards. Again, this time, take the hands up. So if you can only get to here, that's great. Start here. And then start to make bigger circles, bigger movements. And breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Mouth is for eating, which is kind of contradictory. I'm doing a breathwork course as well with all the training. I'm continually training, and it kind of contradicts. It's a different way of doing things. But ancients would always say, mouth is for eating, from my past life memories, and the nose is for breathing. Take your hands up into a nice cleansing breath and reach up over the head. Feel that stretch, elongate through the body. Link the arms. Pull through. And feel the stretch. And allow them to fall down. Go behind and link them. This time pull down. Breath, feel the chest open, and then we're going to come into a little bit of wave breathing. So it's really hard to tell from the screen, so I want to describe what we're doing. I want you to feel into it. So you filling up the belly with your breath, filling up the diaphragm, filling up the chest. So you breathe in, breathe in, breathe in each of those areas, and then exhale. And again, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe out. And as you breathe out, lower the hands and bring that up into angel wings. Breathe in. out. Now, if you want to do it slightly slower, you can. In through the stomach, in through the diaphragm, in through the chest, and out through the nose, down as you bend. So I like to do 3 counts in each. So you're doing a 9 count breath in and a 9 count breath out, but that might be a little bit more advanced for some. You do what's right for you. Thanks for the love. Sending love back. I can't read who it's from. The writing's so tiny from here, but I get to check out in after. And we're bringing our hands again together. We've been working with this week. So these fingers go together, the thumbs come in, and so you've got these 2 little guns, if you like, or swords. They're called light swords. Feeling them down into the earth as you ground. Visualize the star behind the forehead, going down the central column of light, right into the ground, connecting with the Mahoric shield, going through to the other side. Yes, I know, you're not having any more treats, mate. You're getting a bit of a tuppers. Breathe in. We love you so, my little cuddly bun. But he gets obsessed with his treat bag. Feeling that in, now bring the hands up with the swords and feel it through the body. Just give it a little circle and imagine you've got lights coming out of these hands. The healers out there, you can envision your symbols, your master keys, taking it up through, looping over and the head, then placing them at the 3rd eye. You can release all of the fingers and come into crown pull for a second. Coming up to the temples, up and round. Coming into the tapping points or our meridian points, just above the eye, just tapping here. As if your little shock therapy going on with beautiful light, a fresh chi coming in through the mind and tapping then with the fingers. And as you do this tapping, which is great to do in the afternoon if you've been on the computer for a while, tapping, feel the wiring and firing, little lights going off with the lights from your hands and your I can even pronounce the Chinese names, but the points within our fingers, coming up to the Bagwai point at the top, which is all of the meridians meet, and just giving a little massage, feeling as though it's opening like a bud, like a flower, which it's doing. And we have access to beautiful energy today and always really, but it's quite powerful. So come up from the chin, over the head, brush, fingers through the dragon, that's called coming behind, under the chin, and then up again. As if you're washing the water droplets out in the shower of beautiful light energy. And then take it down the body as we trace the meridians around and down the side, up the inside of the legs, over the hips, round, and shake off any excess. And shake a little bit through the bottom, through the legs. Can you let lock it in, please, babe? Thank you, darling. And then just step into bamboo in the wind. Winds are high today with weather, so let's kind of tap into that wind, that sound energy that is available, with a little bit of love language. And as I do that, I want you to place your hands over your lower dantian, your dominant hand first, and just feel into your body. Allow the sound to wash over you. Go where it's needed, trigger what's needed, and activate what's needed in resonance for whatever you need for yourself. Yatu raknia si raknia tu. Om. 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 Dia haya hani tu raknia tia la situ raknia kia. La no raknia tai shu raknia la to kochiak no. Sana hea la holo ku raknai. Stikni rakno rakniki raknai. Shu rakni rakno raknai. Eklo rakni raknishkaya. If you feel the need to move your body perhaps in cleansing breath up, in with the breath, out with the hands, move. Again, as I said in the beginning, resistance, side to side. If you're triggered by the sound, allow yourself to let go. What do you need to let go of? What isn't serving you? Allow it to shake free with the vibration, with the sound, the cobwebs to blow with the winds for the world, what's needed to be present. Tone if you know how. With the energy and frequency of love. Dark and light shadows, even that which is the shadow of self in density of frequency, is surrounded by the light. Float and be surrounded in love, in a bubble of your own chi,
Inturakishka, and move your body freely, freestyling. Endorania, like Nairokli, like Noroknukishka, like Noroknu. In Yashkas, it's suggested teacups in Dayashka with the swirlingness, the energy. Ayuruknia like Niatoroknishka, Eraklukrukunia layati, Eraknushka, Erakushkura yata, Nirakana. Dance with the flow of your energy. Eraknurukunia like me, Uruknurukni. Inorai, inorukno, iru, Just feel as though you are bathed in love, being held by the mother, connected and grounded with the crystal caves of Tara, Hana, Gaia, through all the realms. And here, however, the divine essence, that is the wholeness of your being, shows itself to you. But let go of your concept of what it is. Feel the frequency, aligning with pure heart frequency of love and divine intention of evolution of the highest. Come into mountain pose and ground in the high frequency through your body, through your field. In the as I demonstrate, as to shall I be in presence of the wholeness of self, of that which is my essence. Life force in the yashkai kunoronokmiya, in the living density of frequency, in durakniya tarashka, here as an embodiment. And liaku kunaya lakndo in laish here lakndorosko. Bring one hand to the lower dantian and put your hand in the belly button. Link another hand at your third eye and hook up, zip up, but feel tuned in, tapped into the wholeness that is you, the embodiment of your highest being, and that you are open to being in this now moment. for future past self. And hita are one. Right and left brain merging in higher consciousness of being. In as my ancient wisdom and my future wisdom emerge and converge in the power of now. Through the field of my heart. I can feel in every cell in the liquid diamond plasmic protons, electrons, in Naniki Kialahana Tata Yuduruk Nodiaska in Naishka, ignited with joy through every cell that is pre-cells. Lifting the hands up into cleansing breath. Open and receptive to the highest good. Take that awareness of whatever has come through for you to the top of the head and massage the bugwai point as I know it to be. But feeling through the fields, beyond those fields, into the auric. Take a deep breath in as you press down and exhale, release. Feel lighter as the hands come down. Feel roots going down into the ground, through the hands, through the feet, to the crystalline presence, through the crystalline essence within you, that which we refer to now as diamond DNA. But it isn't called that. And that's the name most know it by. My family from Ama Ehelakaya, heart frequency love, white DMD, crystalline structure, and Hayurakashka speak through me. And that which I refer to and think of as the Laran Council of Time, and holding anchor in this vessel. That is me, that is you, that is all, that is creation in its spark. And feel from the heart. And bring yourself as low to the ground as possible, as it'll help anchor in Daishkai. If you wish to lay down and align with Gaia, you can do. Touching ground and anchoring in the body and through the hand. Now remember the light swords at the beginning. This is just a way of directing. You can do this any way that feels in resonance with you. For me, it's to feel the shooting out. You remember we were doing ripples, like ripples through the earth, ripples around the earth. We create the frequency through our light, and as our light beams out, and bring across to be in a diagonal as you tap. Feel yourself like you're pulsing out. If you've ever seen a picture of protons and electrons, and as it spins, you're kind of creating the same pulse, but from the heart, as it goes out across the world, through the body, through the fields, through time, through space, as we are at one with all of them. And now think of your hands like a little tweezers, and anything that needs plucking, and it goes up like a feather, transmutes and comes back down. Even the densities that shifting when needed, but only as needed. Ashka, because this is, we're working with Gaia, she's doing this. Alashka, you're just along for the ride. And the frequencies that are aligned with me as guardian force. Written in canons for the highest trajectory of love and frequency for the evolution of the beings that are residing here at this time. Time being a funny word, and because we are all beyond time. In this Turashka, though we reside currently within this space, this density and gravity. Shake off any excess for yourself, any static, and feel gratitude to yourself, to your star family, your guardians, your angels, or just the visual that you're feeling of an imagined experience. Going around you, around your family, to your loved ones, to wherever you are, your home, from the micro to the macro, in this level of earth, the next, the above, and up to the 15th, through all of the fields. We thank you, and I thank you, and breathe in, breathe out, and feel the lifting, feel the clearing, feel your body. And it's moved, shifted back to its wholeness. Not that you wasn't whole in the first place, just plugged in, tapped in, tuned in to the wholeness that is you. And thank you, thank you. Arigato. Asansu shulia. Merci. And beyond the mind, rub the hands together, bring it up to the chin again, and over the head, behind, down, round, down the knees. And you can just, if you're sitting still, just patting the knees. If you're on the floor like me, just bringing yourself back into the now moment, grounding back in to now. I feel the presence of my family and my wholeness of my soul with me still. I feel like warm from the inside out. Thank you. Love and blessings in your now moment. Thank you for joining me and being present. Now, as I said at the beginning, these were the cards we pulled. Choose our battles. Allow ourselves to be where we feel most resonant with earth and the fire. And I was sending out that energy with intention. So it's time to serve and to give, but to serve Gaia with the earth fire dragons as an earth fire sign. From that was what my task was personally, but works with the clearing of the 5th dimensional ley lines and the ley lines within Gaia, so grid work. But I'm going to just read what Diane Cooper says with regards to this card, although I'm feeling this is a sense of there may be some disruption. If you look at this card, this swirling sense of the dragon, the fire energy. It doesn't have to be physical fire, it can be the anger, the fire of tension, which is why it's saying to pick our battles
And if you look at this monkey, like, he's balancing in the trees, he's balancing between, and it almost looks like he's floating above there. And on the floor in front is a sword. He's laid that down, he's not picking that up, he's choosing not to pick up the sword. This is the energy of choosing not to fight, but kind of like, I'm almost seeing the image of Gandhi wrapped in his white robes, of knowing that the energy of love actually in its state can be such powerful, if it's even it's the intention. But let me read what it says. What else am I getting before I search for the page? And this one, the wheel, the shifting wheel, the spiral within us. There's a bubbling up and the fire of people with that creative. The creatives and the visionaries are the ones can hold that vision. And if we collectively hold that vision of peace, of seeing that love, we are all together very powerful. What page? It doesn't say a page number of these, does it? Let's just look it up a bit quicker, I think. Earth Dragon. Earth Fire Dragon 28. This is the card for service. For the fourth dimensional, brown and orange earth and fire dragon are calling on us now to help them clear the light up the new ley lines of our beautiful planet. The original ley lines were called dragon lines. Yeah, I thought it was. For they were maintained by the dragons of old. Now a new fifth dimensional ley line system is being placed into the earth to carry golden Christ energy and prepare the planet for the new golden age. The dragons of each of earth and fire move through these lines, like energetically speaking, and those that are sensitive may even see these beings and energetics of them, creating the paths of light through which the higher love frequency can flow. Humbly invoke these dragons and have a sense of the power of the flaming orange fire combined with the golden brown earth. Reach out a hand to touch the dragon. Then visualize earth being crisscrossed with lines of gold and light. Picture these dragons anchoring this golden Christ energy, which I've been pulling in that golden energy for the last 5 years. Whenever there are sacred places, see it going into, even those that have been corrupted, see it going in, I'm being told to add. On the global mental plane, place the golden flame at each of those sacred portals until you sense our planet lighting up. Whenever you are out walking or driving, ask the magnificent earth and fire dragons to travel along the ley lines below you, bringing the Christ light down through you so that you can distribute it where it's most needed. When you are given, you receive. The earth and fire dragon will influence the challenges on your route ahead. As soon as you have acknowledged them, they will dissolve them. This will smooth your path. It will light up the path for you like nothing else, as if there's like lava like setting the way for you, pushing away anything that's in the path. This will smooth your path. It will allow you to step lightly into the role as a master, as the golden age approaches. So just for a moment, send that out, that intention for us. And then this other card, the first card I pulled, The wood monkey is the pillar, has wood fighting with metal, indicating conflicts and discord. Yang wood in the heavenly frequency represents its visual compassion and leadership qualities, but it can also be uncompromising and unbending. Like a tree branch, the monkey, a yang metal sign, symbolizes the warrior within you, ready to fight in the battlefield with hidden yang earth and yang water. The monkey can also be uncompromising and forceful while lacking directions. This card appears as a call to choose your battles carefully. Take the positive qualities of the elements and approach the forces opposing you with wood compassion and metal intelligence, and study, observe before you fight back. Having a clear vision of the outcome is key to winning the battle. Do your homework before you charge forwards. Part of the homework involves getting to know yourself as looking within. Only by knowing your strengths and your weaknesses through self-worth, one's self-reflection can be aligned with your vision and goals. The other part is knowing the subject of your battle, what you are fighting for. What is your purpose? What do you stand for and stand to gain? The more you know yourself and what you're battling, the more you can plan the most appropriate action and steer the ship in the right direction. This is for the collective. This is the collective understanding of knowing ourselves as a collective. The message from the heavens is yang wood, upwards energy, encourage you to analyze your situation from the highest perspective possible, seeing more before you make your move. And the message from the earth here is metal relates to the sharpness of the mind. Keep your mind sharp and alert to more quickly and confidently in any direction you can move with the right aligned self. So thank you for joining me. For those that are here for the meditation, love and blessings, and thank you for all you're doing along the lines of what's happening at the moment, sending out this message for peace within us. The battle is within us. It starts with us, with our consciousness, with raising our consciousness with the way we are, and choosing that battle, not just with others that are in that, but within, the battle within, the stories within, the mind within, and choosing our thought forms, choosing the way we speak, the way we hold ourselves, what we say. May it be with love and compassion for others. What we do and our actions and the way we act towards others is important to how we move forward as a collective. So love and blessings on this beautiful energetic day. Open yourself, spend some time meditating on what we've worked through today, and thank you. Please give us a like and a thumbs up and share with anyone you feel would benefit and has the earth and its higher evolutionary path in mind. Thank you.